Now I'm going to look at Chainlink. Chainlink is one that I have open orders for, and again, I'm not at liberty to say where they're at for a trade setup or anything, but I'm interested in a short play on this as well. Let's see how this compares with Bitcoin. So from these lows, so honestly, it looks like it's outperformed. Nope, it's not. That's only 10%. And from this same wick low on the same day, Bitcoin's gone up 16%. So on a percentage basis, this is underperforming Bitcoin. On a structural basis, this did something Bitcoin did not do. So it outperformed Bitcoin there. What was this? Bitcoin did not do this. Interesting. That is unexpected. So this has a totally different structure. So this is when Bitcoin, I think, hit 17,500, right? So on is that May 12th? Let's go back to Bitcoin. I'm having this chart is it's structurally a lot different. June. Wow. Okay, so June 18th, Chainlink. Weird, it made a higher low. So this isn't really moving with Bitcoin. This is not heavily correlated with Bitcoin. Sure, it goes down when Bitcoin goes down in general, but it doesn't have to go down nearly as much. Interesting. And then it went way higher than Bitcoin went here. This is interesting. Okay. So this one's a little wacky. It kind of has a mind of its own. And that is important to know too, because honestly, that's better. Because you don't have to rely on freaking traditional market bots to the same degree and try to read what they're going to do, because they control 90% of all trade volume on NASDAQ and all the big caps in the traditional market, which they control about 80% of all Bitcoin price action too, unfortunately. Let's see here. Honestly, gosh. Right now, the structure, it could be getting above a resistance point and hanging out. So this does have the habit of hanging out on a previous resistant, flip to support, and then break down. So it did it here. So it broke through a resistance and used it. Let's zoom way into there. See, it used it as support pretty well. Looked like it was going to take off, and it just broke down. So that would be one option here on this line, that's what this is doing here. It just got above this obstacle. It could end up breaking down. So unfortunately, I'm going to give you the could go up, could go down thing, but you have one line to look at. So if you want to zoom out and try to get that same line, it goes through the top of June 6th, and it's just above the top of June 15th. So it's just below June 6th and just above June 15th, came up shy of that line. So draw that line from there. Just connect those points. Not connect them perfectly, but go just below and just above. Connect those points, and it should run through price here. And I would draw that line if you're dealing with Chainlink. And it's how the candles interact with this line. You're going to get a feel, and it's going to tell you which way it's going or when you have an edge. Right now, I think it's barely an edge to the upside, because it's generally using this as support. However, we just saw a couple, or I always showed you one, but there was another one back there where it did use as support and then broke down. So if you draw that line, as I showed you on those exact points, if you see the candles go below, and that's not a death sentence, because that would be a higher low, actually. I did not count that as a low. This is okay. But it's when it comes back up, how does it interact at that point? To use it as resistance, or not, or just continue going like this. Bam. So it's all about the interaction of that line, really. The small candles, like 3 minute, all that stuff. So let's go back and see how it broke down there. This one just accelerated through, so that was a fake out. Yeah, it had a fake out, so there was no warning. Wow. Oh, that's a 1 hour candle. Let's go to the 5 minute. Nope, it was a fake out. Wow, you wouldn't have been able to tell. Huh, that's dirty. That's pretty dirty. Usually it comes below, and so that would have been unplayable. So this was one where at this moment this was indistinguishable from going up and breaking higher local highs. This was because it was used in previous resistance. So resistance, support, flipped it to support, made a higher local. It broke 2 local highs. This looked like it was going up. This was a fake out. That's a dirty play. It just took her straight down. Woo! So it looks like bots are playing this. That's not that retail doesn't make price move like that. This is more common. Use it as support. And the whole time the tiny candles are using as support. That's a more common play. But either way, it really could go up, could go down. As long as a fake out doesn't happen, the candles interaction with this line are going to give you some really good information. But a fake out's always possible. It could use this as support, make a higher high, and then just go straight down. Yeah, there are bots playing this, so watch out. Watch out. All right, but if it does hit a higher target, it's going to be whatever wick over here. So maybe that wick, if I made a horizontal, it's whatever's going to hit this line over here at an appropriate time for it to get there, like a normal, trajectory of it going up, something like this. So whatever aligns with this is probably good. So yeah, that wick right here, boom, and that wick there. So if it does continue going up and Bitcoin only, I think this is on the table. Bitcoin only goes to 22.5 or 23,000. It could easily hit $7.14, 714 to 716 would be my next target for this. Looking left and aligning with just the normal time frame it would take to come up to this line, and the idea that Bitcoin could easily go up to 20. Actually, I think it might be probable at this moment in time that Bitcoin goes up to 22,600. Does another $1,000 run from its current position. That would be in play. It'd be a nice big move actually, and it's used this as support in order to do it. So this could easily move straight up. But it'll give you a clue. If 5-minute candles start pissing around with the line I told you to draw, you could get an idea. Oh shit, I'm getting out of that long. I'm getting out because it's getting ready to come back down. This line will give you that information most likely. Save a fake out. Fake out could happen.